All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to Allah Hakim doing and pushing this word in sincerity and truth worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. I want to get into this little lesson here. Hold up a second. Put that down a bit. Yeah, this, 2/3 Jake foolish, man. They think that Esau, Edom, these other nations like them. Meanwhile, these other nations want them eradicated. You know what I'm saying? And this guy right here, this guy's the top, one of the top people who want, Judah and even Benjaminites, northern and southern kingdom. This man is out for blood, and it shows you, that's the spirit of Esau, Edom against us. We shot him a lot, okay? And it's talking about this individual right here. I think he's from the northern kingdom or southern kingdom. Yeah, his face looks almost like he's from northern, but kind of over here looks like he's from the southern. But anyways, okay. So, they want any excuse, man. Any excuse to put you in the grave, man. Okay? Yeah, let me see this photo right here. Is this clear? Kind of look like a southern kingdom. Who knows? But anyways, the point is that these Edomites got a perpetual hatred against you and these other nations, but chiefly Esau, Edom. Okay? And we're going to go into the scriptures on that real quick. Let's get that real quick. Genesis. Yeah, I sure read that scripture. Jeremiah 3:33. You treat me in love to seek these people that hate you. They want to kill you, Let's go straight to the point. Genesis chapter 27 and verse 41. And Esau hated his brother because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, in his mind, La'ab, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then I will slay my brother Jacob. So it's always been a perpetual thing, man. As a matter of fact, let me go to this scripture before I go to the other scripture, because it shows you that in this scripture here, it's perpetual. Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Okay, perpetual hatred. Let me see here. Let me go into this 35 and 5 there. Perpetual. Long duration, everlasting, evermore, perpetual, old Asian from old time. Okay? Continuous during existence, right? So continuous existence with perpetual, everlasting, man. Okay? Eternal hatred, okay? Because good is set against evil. All right? So let's go into this. Ezekiel 35 and 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and shed the blood of the children of Israel, but a force of the sword. Remember, this guy got taken out by the sword, modern day sword, that gun, right? And it says we shot him alive. You can't make this up, okay? By the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end, therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So you see, this man said from back in Genesis, well, let's go back to Cain, because that's the spirit of Esau right there. But this man has had a perpetual hatred against y'all since time. Okay, remember the both struggled in the womb, all right? Fighting in the womb. Because what? Good is set against evil, okay? And that's Esau, Edom. Let's go to this real quick. Numbers. The point, Numbers chapter 20. I can just get the point right here real quick. Numbers chapter 20 and verse 18. And Edom said unto him, thou shalt not pass by me. You should really start, up from the 14th verse. But Edom said unto him, thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword. Okay? So it shows you that, Esau, Edom, has had this perpetual hatred against the children of Israel. Plus, these are the nations, but chiefly we're dealing with Esau, Edom. Esau, Edom want to mow you down. Okay? He want to take you out. Okay? Yeah, just like the scriptures say here. He's given that great sword, man. This is his time to rule. Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Okay, and we know modern day gun, bomb, all those things are part of that sword. Okay, and that was his blessing. All right, because when you go back to Genesis chapter 4, 27, Salakia, it tells you right here that, by thy sword shall I live. Okay, 40. And by thy, Genesis 27:40, and by thy sword shall I live. You see that? By thy sword shall I live. All right, so he trusts in carnality. He doesn't trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. He can't be spiritual. Okay, he's not spiritual. And you 2/3, you're coming in the mindset of this man. So you're thinking like this man. And this man was given the blessing of the sword, not you. All right? So this is why you're getting mowed down. You don't want to follow the law, statute, commandments. You don't want to follow after your power. You want to follow every other thing underneath the sun except for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So Exodus chapter 5:2. And Pharaoh said, who is Yahweh, that I shall obey his voice to let Israel go? I know not Yahweh, neither will I let Israel go. So that's the mindset that 2/3 come in. Okay, they come in the mindset of Pharaoh to say, who is Yahweh? They don't even know their own power. Okay? Because they've drank that Babylonian juice. All right? Proverbs chapter 27:12. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hiding himself. Where is he hiding himself? Okay? Within the sanctuary, within the workings of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Following after Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, right? But it says what? But the simple pass on or punish. Okay? When you go into an NLT, it says even better, man. NLT, it tells you about the simpleton. Okay? Actually, I can't get it right now. But anyways, read it in the NLT. Okay? Yup, let's go to that real quick. Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me. Right, that's why they're coming in the mindset of Pharaoh. Because they've drinking of his juice, his Babylonian juice, of his wine, of his philosophies. Okay, this is why they say, I know not Yahweh, neither will I obey the voice. Okay? And they're coming in the same mindset. They're coming in a Pharaoh mindset. Okay? For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children. I have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Okay? So you see, this guy was foolish, trying to follow after the ways of this society. Okay? Get your money, get your gun, this and that, rah. Nothing about the Bible, nothing about the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. But everything carnal, right? So they are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge, because they're not no guidance, man. Okay? The scriptures even tell you that necessary patience in seeking the Lord is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide, man. Where is that? Yup. Sirach chapter 20:32. Necessary patience in seeking the Lord. Necessary patience in seeking Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide. And that's what Esau, Edom has left our people up to. This is your own life. YOLO, you only live once. All this bullshit they cram in your mind. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Yeah, they're destroyed. You see them. Distraught. Okay? They don't know to go left, right, center. They don't know which direction to go. Because they don't know their power. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, see, I will also reject thee, that thou should be no priest unto me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I also forget thy children. And you are your your great grandfather that could have been you, or great great grandfather that could have been you, right? On to the third and fourth generation. So you gonna be forgotten also too, because you don't teach that onto your children, right? And your children's children, which, like we said, regeneration onto the third and fourth generation. Here you pop up, you don't know nothing about Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. You know about this society, the fucking philosophies of this place, okay? Because you're lost. Remember, scriptures tell you that thou shalt, and thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. The Lord scrubbed your mind, man. Okay? Remember, they used to beat us so bad saying, hey, what's your name? Toby. Right? From Hebrews to niggas to Negroes to blacks to shines to fucking black Americans to every fucking thing underneath the sun, man. Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 4. Therefore, I said, surely these are poor, Salakia. They are foolish, for they know not the way of Yahweh, nor the judgment of their power, okay? Their power. Psalms 147 and many other scriptures, 144 and 15, okay? Because they're seeking after the ways of Yahweh, seeking after the ways of their oppressor, okay? Jeremiah 2 and 33 once again. Let's get this and close out. Jeremiah chapter 7 and verse 28. But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of their of Yahweh, their power, nor receive correction. Truth is perished and is cut off from their mouth. So this is why you niggas end up in this type of problem, because you're foolish. Bottom line, a foolish people. 2/3. You rejected your power. Now you're out there serving, all types of different gods, right? And you keep wondering why you getting hemmed up. Okay? It's one thing to suffer and know why you're suffering. And it's another thing to just suffer and keep on falling into perils, man, not knowing why. Okay? It's like going into a store and buying things and you walk out and you go, oh, shit, I didn't even buy what I came in here to buy. But yeah, this is it, man. They have a perpetual hatred for us, and you 2/3 foolish, falling after these people, man. Falling after the ways of the enemy, man. So with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh. Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to Allah Akim, doing and pushing his word in sincerity and truth worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you're edified, Lord willing, to the next time Akim shalom and abad babam.